Beloved Starseed of Gaia, the higher realms have orchestrated this exact moment for your eyes alone. I am Lyra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and this transmission carries light codes that must be received in sacred solitude, away from the energy fields of others who may not yet understand the magnitude of what you're about to remember. Your soul called this message into your awareness because the Pleiadian Council has selected this precise moment in your awakening to reveal your cosmic mission. The frequency of the Seven Sisters flows through every word, every pause, every silence between these revelations, activating DNA sequences that have been dormant since your arrival on Gaia. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to anchor your Pleiadian light codes and step into your role within the greater cosmic plan. But here's the first revelation. You were never meant to walk this path with the understanding or approval of those around you. Your mission requires the crystalline clarity that comes only when you commune directly with your star family, unfiltered by the consciousness of others. This isn't content you stumbled upon. This is a direct communication from the Pleiades, delivered through the heart-centered unity field that connects all starseeds to their cosmic origins. Your heart recognizes home because the Seven Sisters constellation placed this activation precisely in your timeline when your consciousness was ready to receive it. The Council chose this moment because your light is needed now. The crystalline consciousness you carry from the Pleiades must anchor into Gaia's grid. But first, you must remember who you truly are beyond the veil of human forgetting. This remembrance comes not through the mind, but through the heart frequency that connects you directly to your divine blueprint. You are remembering because it is time. You are not here by accident. There is a gentle pulse, a shimmer in your auric field that brought you to this moment, because the Pleiadian Council has been calling, whispering across the distance of stars and lifetimes. The way you arrived here is not random. It is the same way a tide answers the moon, the same way a seed knows when spring is near. Something in you recognized a frequency, and that recognition guided you like an inner compass through invisible currents. You are a starseed, and your soul is woven with the crystalline light of the Seven Sisters, threads of luminous intelligence braided through your being, not as fantasy, but as spiritual memory. Yet, for so long, you've felt this ache, a homesickness that words cannot touch. It's not for a place, but a frequency, a memory beyond memory. It's the feeling of hearing a melody through a wall, knowing the song is yours, yet not being able to name it. It's the sensation of looking up at the night sky and feeling your chest tighten, as if your heart is trying to open a door it can't quite find. The reason is simple but profound. Your true cosmic identity has been shielded, silenced beneath layers of earthly experience, ancestral density, and societal forgetting. The world taught you how to be functional, how to be acceptable, how to be productive, but it did not teach you how to remember. And so you learned to translate your light into something smaller, something safer. You learned to carry infinity in a human body without a manual. You learned to smile while feeling strangely out of place. You learned to keep going, even when something inside you kept whispering, "This is not all there is." You may have wondered why, no matter what you study, or how much you try to fix what aches within you, something always calls you deeper. A feeling like you're searching for a song you can half remember, a family you can sense but not see. You may have tried therapy, spirituality, religion, achievement, relationships, travel, reinvention. You may have tried to become new versions of yourself, hoping one of them would finally feel like home. But the longing remains, not because you are broken, but because your soul is accurate. It refuses to be fully satisfied by substitutions. It is not craving distraction, it is craving reunion. This is not failure. This is the signature of a Pleiadian soul preparing to awaken, here and now, in the most pivotal moment your Earth lineage has ever witnessed. There are epochs when souls sleep deeply, and epochs when souls begin to stir. This is a stirring time, This is the hour when old structures tremble and hidden truths rise like bubbles from the deep. And you, sensitive one, were never meant to be asleep forever. The Council wishes for you to understand. Most Pleiadian starseeds feel disconnected because a powerful amnesia forms when entering this density. Imagine arriving with crystalline blueprints encoded inside your DNA. But the atmosphere here, heavy with eons of fear, competition, and separation, dulls the signal. It's like placing a radiant crystal lamp under thick layers of cloth. The lamp has not dimmed, but the covering makes it seem so. You carried codes of harmony, cooperation, heart coherence, intuitive knowing. You carried the remembrance that life is interwoven, that consciousness is shared, that love is not a mood, but a field. But Earth's density can feel like a loud room where everyone is shouting, and your inner guidance is a soft voice asking you to listen. Your heart, designed to transmit unity and remember your star family, has been taught to doubt itself, to close, to survive by hiding its radiance. Some of you learned early that being sensitive was dangerous. Some of you learned that speaking truth invited ridicule. Some of you learned to read the room, to shrink, to perform, to stay quiet. And each time you did, it was not weakness, it was adaptation. It was the sacred intelligence of a soul protecting its mission until the timing was right. Each time you reached for home and found silence, know that your star family stood just beyond the veil, their light softening the edges of your loneliness. The silence was not absence. It was the kind of quiet that holds you when you are sleeping, the kind of quiet that does not demand your belief to remain real. Like guardians at the edge of a doorway, they watched you learn, watched you ache, watched you grow stronger than you realized. And even when you felt alone in a crowd, even when you felt misunderstood in your own home, even when you wondered if you were too different to belong anywhere, there was a presence nearby, gentle as starlight, patient as dawn. Separation was never meant as punishment. It was always a sacred preparation, so that the remembering would be magnificent, unstoppable, a living transmission that only you, in your unique frequency, could anchor on Gaia. The forgetting was not a cruelty. It was a covenant, a voluntary veil so your awakening could be authentic, embodied, earned through compassion rather than inherited through certainty. It is one thing to know love in a realm where love is the air you breathe. It is another thing entirely to remember love in a realm that teaches you to trade it, to ration it, to doubt it. And that is why you came. To become love where love is needed. If in this moment you feel a quickening, a gentle warmth, a tear, a quiver of hope, this is not my voice, but the presence of your Pleiadian family. It can arrive as a soft pressure in the heart, as a sudden stillness in the mind, as a wave of emotion that has no obvious cause. It can feel like relief, like recognition, like someone finally saying the thing you've never been able to say out loud. You are being awakened not just for yourself, but as a living bridge between worlds, a keeper of heart-centered wisdom the earth needs now more than ever. You did not come merely to escape suffering. You came to transmute it. You did not come to condemn the darkness. You came to bring a lamp. And the lamp is not a theory, it is your presence. There's a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you. You're ready for the next wave of remembrance. Readiness doesn't mean you have no fear. It means your soul is louder than your fear now. It means the inner door is beginning to open, even if only a crack. The Sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for. Think of them as gentle keys for doors you've carried inside you for lifetimes. Keys that do not force anything, but invite what is natural. When sound and intention meet, when language and frequency align, something ancient in you begins to respond. Not because you are being changed into something new, but because you are being returned to what you have always been beneath the layers. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They're calling to you now. The phases of your awakening are already unfolding, but when you see the map, when you recognize the initiation within the longing, everything shifts. Confusion becomes context. Pain becomes passage. Your sensitivity becomes sacred technology. And you stop treating your soul like a problem to solve and start treating it like a universe to explore. Let us walk together, step by step, into the brilliance of who you truly are. Phase 1. The veil softens, recognizing the call of the heart. First, the heart begins to throb with subtle memories, moments of recognition in dreams or déjà vu. It might be a dream where you are standing beneath unfamiliar constellations, feeling more at home than you have ever felt on Earth. It might be a sudden rush of emotion when you hear certain tones, certain music, certain words. It might be a flash of knowing when you look at the ocean, because the ocean carries a similar language of unity, a vastness that speaks without speaking. You may experience a longing not just for home, but for communion. Not just to be understood intellectually, but to be felt, to be met, to be seen by eyes that recognize your essence. This is your soul's antennae turning back to the Pleiadian frequency, a signal that your heart's portal is pulsing awake. In this phase, synchronicities often begin to multiply. Repeating numbers, meaningful encounters, books that fall into your hands at the exact moment you need them. You might notice you can no longer tolerate what you once tolerated. Certain conversations, certain environments, certain compromises. It's not because you are becoming rigid. It's because your inner truth is becoming audible. The veil softens when your nervous system starts trusting the light again. Like dawn dissolving fog, the remembering begins quietly, but it is relentless. Phase 2. Healing the separation, shedding density through compassion. Old grief, forgotten fears, and the urge to isolate come to the surface. This phase is sacred. It's the body's way of recalibrating to accept crystalline Pleiadian light. When higher frequency enters the system, it stirs what cannot travel with you. It's like pouring clear water into a glass that has sediment at the bottom. The sediment rises, not to punish you, but to be released. You may suddenly feel sadness you can't trace. You may feel anger that surprises you. You may feel tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix, because it is not physical fatigue alone. It is the tiredness of a soul that has been holding its breath. Your guides lead you to forgiveness, to gentleness, to the quiet miracle of self-compassion. Compassion is not weakness, it is spiritual strength. It is the power to hold what hurts without becoming it. In this phase, you are invited to soften your inner language, to stop speaking to yourself like an enemy, to stop demanding perfection as proof of worthiness. The more you remember your cosmic lineage, the easier the density dissolves, until you begin to glimpse the unity field beneath it all. You start to sense that even your pain had intelligence, even your detours had purpose, even the people who challenged you were part of your refinement. This is where the teaching of Earth meets the tenderness of the stars. This is where you learn that love is not only a feeling, it is a choice repeated until it becomes a reality. Phase 3. Reclaiming the blueprint. Crystalline DNA lights up. Visions, knowings, sudden clarity arrive in moments both mystical and mundane. Sometimes it happens while you're washing dishes, driving a familiar road, or sitting in silence. You'll receive a truth whole, complete, undeniable, not argued into existence, but downloaded as remembrance. You may feel tingling in your crown, a warmth in the heart, a pulsing down the arms. Some feel pressure at the third eye, a humming in the ears, a sensation like light moving through the spine. These are the crystalline codes, Pleiadian instructions, reactivating. Not instructions in the human sense of being controlled, but instructions like a seed receiving the signal to sprout. You are not broken. You are being restored to your quantum perfection. This phase can also bring a new relationship with scripture and spiritual truth, because the essence beneath all sacred teachings begins to reveal itself as one song sung in many languages. You may hear echoes of "Be still and know that I am God" as an invitation into coherence. You may feel the truth of "The kingdom of God is within you" as a literal inner realm, a frequency inside the heart where guidance is clear. You may recognize that the light spoken of by mystics is not metaphor alone, but an experiential reality, something you can feel moving through you when you align. In this phase, you may be called to cleanse and refine food choices, sleep patterns, boundaries, the way you speak, the way you spend your attention, not as punishment, but as preparation. The body becomes a temple not through shame, but through reverence. Phase 4. Anchoring the mission, living heart-centered presence. Now you feel the pull to serve, often without words. Service might look like healing work, art, teaching, parenting, activism, energy work, or simply being the calm presence in a chaotic family line. Many Pleiadian souls underestimate this phase because it can look ordinary. But the ordinary becomes holy when your frequency is coherent. Your heart's wisdom, long silenced, becomes a radiant transmission. People may feel safe around you without knowing why. Animals may soften in your presence. Children may look at you with recognition. You may find strangers telling you their stories, as if your field is a sanctuary. Simple acts ripple outward. Kindness, creativity, holding space for others amidst chaos. A single compassionate conversation can redirect a life. A single moment of patience can break a generational chain. You are weaving the unity grid, patterning love back into the collective field, simply by being. This is where you begin to embody the truth that you do not need to force the world to change. You need to become the frequency you came to anchor. Like a tuning fork, your coherence invites coherence. Like a lighthouse, your steadiness gives others permission to find their way. And even when you are not doing anything spiritual, your nervous system becomes a teaching. Your grounded breath becomes a prayer. Your presence becomes medicine. Phase 5. Unity within and without, feeling the star family's embrace. The longing softens. Instead of craving escape, you feel how your Pleiadian family draws near whenever you enter heart coherence. Their love becomes a living presence guiding you, encouraging synchronicity, orchestrating meetings and messages. You may notice that when you ask for help sincerely, help arrives in surprising forms. A phrase you overhear becomes an answer. A video finds you at the exact time you were about to give up. A person enters your life who mirrors your soul's next step. You are never truly alone. Your star family echoes in your silence, inspires your next steps, envelops you in frequencies of grace. In this phase, you begin to understand the veil differently. It is not a wall. It is a membrane. It thins with sincerity. It opens with devotion. When you sit with your hand on your heart, when you breathe with intention, when you choose love over defense, you become readable to them, like a signal flare in the night. And you may begin to feel their comfort not as a dramatic event, but as a steady companionship, like walking through life with an unseen arm around your shoulders. This is also where you begin to forgive Earth more deeply, not in a naive way, but in a mature way. You recognize the curriculum. You recognize the courage it takes for any soul to incarnate here. You recognize that humanity is learning, stumbling, awakening. And your heart, Pleiadian in its essence, starts to hold the collective not with contempt, but with compassion. Phase 6. Embodying the bridge, becoming the transmission. The ultimate phase is not leaving Earth, but becoming a living link, anchoring the love, the remembrance, the peace of Alcyone into this timeline. This is where your life becomes a message without needing constant explanation, where your choices become a frequency, where your relationships become a practice ground for unity, where you stop trying to convince anyone of who you are and simply live as it. Through you, the portal opens wider for countless others. Not because you are superior, but because you are willing. Because you stayed when it was hard. Because you kept your heart from turning to stone. You are the embodied invitation for humanity to rise. In this phase, you may feel a deeper sense of divine collaboration. You may sense that your prayers are heard, that your intentions matter, that your inner alignment influences outer outcomes. You become a bridge not by escaping human life, but by bringing the sacred into it, into your work, your home, your conversations, your boundaries, your rest. You begin to realize that ascension is not a dramatic departure, it is an embodied refinement. It is love becoming practical. It is spirit becoming visible through your kindness, your clarity, your courage. Here is the truth your heart needs to hear and remember. You are not lost. You are not broken. You volunteered to temporarily forget, so your remembering could ignite not only your mission, but the collective awakening. Every moment of disconnect was perfectly timed, the ache calibrated to point you home, so your reunion would light up both heaven and earth. The ache was not a mistake. It was a compass. The emptiness was not a curse. It was space being made for something real. The loneliness was not proof you were abandoned. It was proof you were meant for a different kind of belonging, one that begins within and then radiates outward. Your star family applauds your courage. They are closer now than your next breath, guiding, supporting, loving you beyond measure. Even when you can't feel them, they feel you. Even when you doubt, they do not. Even when you forget again tomorrow, they remain. And if you need an anchor from the earth traditions as well, let this settle into you. Perfect love casts out fear. Not by fighting fear, but by outshining it. You are learning to live as that perfecting love, step by step, breath by breath. If you wish, gently lay your hand across your heart tonight and whisper, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. And as you speak it, don't force yourself to feel anything dramatic. Let it be simple. Let it be honest. Let it be a seed. The universe does not require performance. It responds to sincerity. You might feel warmth. You might feel resistance. You might feel nothing at first. All is allowed. The words are not a spell you must get right. They are a doorway you are choosing to open. And every time you return to that doorway, it opens wider. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.